14 of your 21-day yoga lockdown challenge. So 2 weeks in now, so I hope you're all still going strong. Only one more week to go, so everyone's been amazing. Today we have got a fire flow, so this is going to be a very powerful flow. It's going to be quite fast moving, strong in the body, really building some heat today. The fire element is also linked to our solar plexus chakra, so in our core. This is linked to our self-esteem, our self-belief. So yeah, really want to build some energy up inside us today. And also the sacral chakra, which I spoke about before with the hip openers. But yeah, really building us some heat and warmth in us today. This is also linked to the star signs Aries, Leo, and I always forget the last one, Sagittarius. So these people are usually quite fiery, dramatic, so we're going to have a flow like that today. So we're going to start with the breath of fire, which we did before in the core workout the other day. We're just going to do one round of this, so if you didn't get it the other day, maybe you get it today, maybe not. Just give it a go as always. Yeah, no harm in trying. So bring our hands to our knees, roll our shoulders down our back, spine growing up nice and tall, and we'll all inhale, exhale, inhale halfway, and go. Return to your normal breathing. Open up the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to come to Malasana, our yogic squat. Hopefully all of you really seeing your progress in this position from day one and now at the start going into week 3. So again, we'll use the elbows to push against our knees. We're going to do a lion's breath here because I want to use it later on in the flow, but I'll be facing the other way. So I'm going to show you how it's done now. And it's also really good to release anything that's just what needs to come out before we start our practice. So it looks like this. Okay, so now I want all of you to have a go. I don't care how silly you look. If anyone's around, just get them to do it with you. So we all need to open our mouths nice and wide, stick out our tongues long, and just breathe out and make lots of noise. So we'll inhale, exhale. Well done. So we're going to use that again, and when I say lion's breath, that's what I mean. So just move into this Malasana. Now we're going to use our fire here, so we'll gather it up like this. And it's sometimes useful to use visualizations and hands to kind of act it out, I find anyway. And then we're going to push up and fire out, so up and out. Now we're going to spread our toes a little bit wider, and then we're going to sink down into our goddess squat. So this one's the first one we practiced very early on, so we're just going to leave our hands on our knees and just maybe just sway side to side. So already feeling that power and energy. Now I'm just going to bend our right shoulder in and twist, and then the left. Maybe feeling your back click a little bit, because mine just did loads. And then just bring your hands to heart center. And then we'll push up again. And then we're going to just turn our feet to face the front and come into a high lunge. Right leg forward, left leg back. Now we're going to use some dips here. So we're going to dip 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to come up onto that front hip toe. power up through, or you can stay in the high lunge before, it's up to you if you want to modify. Then we're going to bring our arms back and then forward and lion's breath. And back. And again. Heel can be up or down. One more time. And back. Lower that knee. That heel, I mean. Then we're going to push up into this front leg and come to bring our knee to our chest, standing up. And then we're going to slide back with our arms as well to high lunge. And then up again. Really powering through, feeling that energy and the heat. Fire up through our front leg. Getting stronger each time. Back. Now we'll just come to a low lunge. Bring our arms up to the sky. Now bring our hands to the mat. And we're going to swing this left foot through, and I want you to try and test your strength here and come into a one leg plank. So shooting that back, one leg. Now we're going to lower. You can put the foot down if you need to, or we're going to try and challenge ourselves today and lower with one leg. So lower, then place that foot down, come into upward facing dog, and then push back to downward facing dog. So already, hopefully feeling nice and warm. We're going to all lift our right leg off the mat here, and then I want you to see if you can test your balance and bring maybe that left arm off too. This is quite tricky, so no worries if you fall out of it, just try again. Even just trying this is building up strength, so all good things. Maybe trying to catch that foot, and then you can push in and use this. Or maybe not. Just testing yourself today. And then lower back down. Now I want you to step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. I would like you to push yourself today though, so if you usually step or walk, then just give it a go jumping. No worries if you don't get all the way to the top. And then power through those legs, arms come up to the sky, hands through heart centre. Now we've got the other side to do. So we need to step the right leg back into our high lunge. And then we do these 5 dips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Then maybe coming up into the toe, if this is accessible for you today. And then we're going to reach those arms forward and come into lion's breath. And back. And forward. And back. This is the last one, so make it your best one. Forward. Try not to fall over. And then back. And then we're going to power through this front leg and push up to our standing knee to chest pose. So fire up. Again, trying to make it quite dramatic, powerful into our push when we push up. And back. And then we'll come to low lunge, pushing into these hips. I'm hoping all of you at least had a go at that lion's breath. I know it seems silly first time you do it, but it feels really good, I promise. Now lower those hands. Now we'll step our left foot back, and remember not placing it on the mat in our strong 3-legged planks. Then lowering, either putting that foot down or testing yourself. Upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Now step, walk or jump to the top. Coming up, bringing those hands up to the sky. has to heart center. Amazing. Right, now some sun A's with some other stuff added in. Toes touching, heels slightly apart, arms up to the sky, forward fold, halfway lift. Now we're going to do a jump back to chaturanga, and you can just watch me first. If you don't already have a normal chaturanga and you usually do knee, chest, chin, then I want you to challenge yourself to do a chaturanga. If you usually do a chaturanga, then I want you to challenge yourself to what I'm about to do. So plant your hands firmly next to your feet, or just kind of like a little bit tiny in front, and we're literally going to shoot our legs back and land in a low chaturanga. So you might have to watch me to realise what I mean. Bending through the knees, jumping back and landing like that in a chaturanga push-up. Then come straight to your upward facing dog and then push back downward facing dog. So I'll just give you a moment for you guys to catch up if you're trying that out. Now we're going to do some tiger curls, so do it on our right leg. So we're going to bring right knee to right hand, then we're going to pull it up to the elbow and then shoot back. I'm going to do that 3 times, so bring it, same with the right leg again, and then pull it up and back, and then one more time, bring it to the hand, shoot it up and back. Now we're going to step it through the middle and come into a warrior 1. So nice, fiery, strong warriors. 45-degree angle with the back foot. Front foot pointing forward. Sweep those hands up to the sky. Open up into our warrior 2. So remembering opening up those hips, arms out long, gazing over that front hand. Now we're going to come to side angle pose. So we're going to place our right arm on top of our right knee. Then our left arm comes up to the sky, either staying here like this, or you can sweep it over. And then we're going to reverse our warriors. And then we're going to do this again, either coming to that variation or coming to the next level. So the next level will be putting the hand behind that right foot, then sweeping this arm up and over, and twisting the heart up to the sky. Now we're going to push through this front leg, and we're going to wrap it around the left in eagle leg. So to do this, you need to push through a side plank, and then hook, bend through that left knee, so then you have the ability to hook that one, the right leg over the left, maybe staying in this variation, that's absolutely fine. Or if you do have the second hook, then just wiggling it under and then push into that back foot, and you'll feel more of an opening through the body. Maybe bring that arm overhead, and then we'll unravel and come into a downward facing dog. Try eagle legs here as well, so you could come even straight into it from with eagle legs. So then you just pivot round and then just wiggle the foot into downward facing dog, and then push into those hips and really feel deeper into the posture. Again, you might have one hook, and again that's fine, or maybe having the 2. And then unravel. Slightly apart. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, maybe trying this time if you didn't do it last time. So planting the hands, and remember jumping back into that low chaturanga. So it requires a lot of strength in the upper body. So bending those knees, firing back and lower. Upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. So now we've got the left leg to do. So maybe shifting that right foot close to the middle, raising that left leg up. Now we're going to power through, bring it through to the left hand, and then pull up and back. And again, to the hand, push up and back. One last time, to the hand, push up and back, and lower down. Now bringing that left hand between, left foot between the hands, firing up into our strong warriors. Opening up into our warrior two, remember opening the hips, pushing deep into that front leg, arms out long. Then coming to our side angle, so left elbow resting on left knee, sweeping that right hand up to the sky, maybe sweeping it over. And then reversing our warrior. And then coming back and maybe placing that hand on the outside of the left leg and sweeping that right hand right over the head, or just up here is fine. Now we're going to come into the eagle legs on this side. So remember pushing into that side plank, bending into that left knee, hooking that right knee over the top and trying to get the double wrap, then lifting that hand over and pushing into that left foot. No, right foot, sorry. I'm all in a muddle now. Now swinging around into our downward facing dog, maybe unraveling the legs, maybe not. Pushing deep into that right leg. Unravel into our downward facing dog. And then I'll just give you a couple moments to rest in a child's pose, because we're going to do some chaturanga power stroke quickly. Now, if you want to lower your knees, that's absolutely fine. We're going to do some chaturanga push-ups. Really remember to engage your core and fire up that solar plexus chakra. So, knees or no knees. Remember shifting your body slightly forward and then lower chaturanga push-up for 1. We'll go again. 2. 1 more. 3. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Now you can either come to dolphin here if you want to, so lowering those elbows maybe both together or one at a time, then walking those toes in, or staying in downward dog, or coming to child's pose, whichever one you are feeling into today. But remember, this is a fire flow, so challenge yourself. And push up. Maybe one arm at a time, or maybe 2. Now we're going to bend through the knees. And this time I want you to jump with so much control, do it super slowly. So this will require a lot of strength. So bending the knees and slowly and delicately, as quietly as you can, jumping to the top. And then bring those hands up to heart center. Wide leg forward fold now. So Prasarita Padasana. Toes pointing slightly inwards. Arms coming up to the sky. And then forward fold. Your hands might be aiming for the floor, that's fine. They might be touching the floor. If they are, then just maybe walk your feet out a little bit further. And then you can pull yourself down. Maybe threading them through to create more of a stretch for you. Now we're going to turn our heels in, toes pointing outwards, and we're going to come up into our goddess. I want you to bring up your fire with you, so holding your fire in you, and then bring it to your belly. And we'll just rock side to side. And we're going to push it up, and then just bring our hands out to the side, maybe resting them on your knees. Now bring them to heart center. So we're going to lift the right toes, lift the left toes, lift both toes, maybe wobbling, and down. Now we're going to do some goddess pulses, so really sinking down into those hips, and we're going to go for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push out. Cactus the arms. And as we squat back down, can't stand up straight. As we cactus the arms, bring them round, and then hug our body in. And then open again into cactus, straighten the legs. Then round the body again, and open. And then just come into our Malasana, the goddess, and just rock side to side. Now, we're coming down to Malasana, so if you want to skip out this transition, then that is fine. If you do want to try it, we're going to transition through crow. So, I'm going to bring our hands to the floor, and then we need to walk the heel-toe the feet inwards, and then we're going to bend into the knees, and you want to hook your knee as high up onto your armpit as you possibly can, and this will make it easier. And then we'll just rock, and again remembering you can lift one foot off at a time until eventually both will come off. Okay, and then we're going to meet in a Malasana. So coming up onto your crow, staying here for about 5 breaths. Then turn your toes out and just bring them down into a Malasana, and just sway side to side, catching our breath back, releasing any tension. Then we're just going to sit on our bums and come to boat. So all in boat posture here, arms out long for the first bit. Now we're going to hold our fire in our belly, and we're going to push it up and straighten the legs, and come around, grab it back, push up, straighten the legs, grab it back, one last time, push up, and then this time as we push up, we're just going to fall to the floor. Almost done, I promise. We're just going to do some single leg lifts, so we're just going to bring them both up, and then we're going to lower our right leg, up, left leg. Either carry on doing that, or you can do both legs if you're feeling super strong today. Just remembering your back needs to stay on the floor, hugging that core in to the mat. And then just let it all fall down to the mat, and we'll just come into a very well deserved Savasana. Heels on the mat, palms facing upwards, toes falling out to the side. Making sure every muscle in our body is relaxed. Our jaw is relaxed. Our face, everything relaxing. I'd recommend you stay here for longer, but I'm going to finish the practice, so if you need to finish the practice, then you can finish with me. So we're going to start to wriggle our fingers and our toes. Move our head from left to right. Give yourself a big hug, pulling all that energy in together. Rolling over to one side and then gently pushing yourself up, keeping the eyes closed. Come to sit on your mat however you please. Shoulders rolling down the back. I'm going to do one more lion's breath actually, so we'll all inhale, and as we exhale, lion's breath out. So inhale, exhale, hands through heart center. Well done everyone, namaste. I hope you enjoyed that flow as much as me. I've had a lovely time. Tomorrow we complete the element series with an air flow. So yeah, can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.